To do today, I have with me once again, Steph Nerd and Foxy.
Hello.
What's going on, everybody?
And today we're getting to a Superman story I've wanted to get to for a long time. Scott Snyder and Jim Lee, with a little help from Dustin Nguyen, on Superman Unchained. This was the story that Scott Snyder's been wanting to tell. Is it a good enough story? Nah, we'll find out. And yeah, this was about 10 years ago now.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that hard to believe? You forget the New 52 started over 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem.
Yeah,
It doesn't. It really.
yeah. I remember when it was starting, and now I feel old.
Right. I know. Looking at the 70 years or 75
years. Now we're at 85.
All right, though. I know. Playing Injustice 2 mobile, it's like getting all the notifications for the 85th anniversary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just look at this cover first of all.
Yes, that's what I've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Just ripping on through like the details, you know.
It's a kind of an update of him breaking through the chains.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. So they say it came from the sky. That it's unlike anything before. And if such a weapon exists, and Hideki, you could move still to your cousins. My cousin makes paste and lives in a men's house. IKEA. The men sleep head to foot. Stop it. We simply don't know what's true right now. And until we do, I ask you to stop talking about it in front of the boy. You'll scare him. Ichiro, come eat before our lesson. Ichiro? This is Nagasaki, August 9th, 1945. Ichiro, what is it? Is it the orchestral back? No, father, not birds. A plane then? Well, just one plane means it's like a scout. Nothing to worry about. So come inside, and it's not a plane. It's boom.
Artwork is amazing. I love the way they do that. Like with the little bubbles and everything is just a different part of the image. Oh my god.
Yep. We had a game in the summer when I was growing up called the Calder Leap. There was a farm near Pete's place, owned by a man named Jed Calder. He was the only farmer in Smallville who still used old-fashioned haystacks instead of bales. That was big mountains of hay left out in the sun on wooden planks to dry. He'd harvest late in August, so Lana, Pete, and I made it a tradition that right before school started, we'd go to the farm and climb to the top of his silo and jump 30 feet down into the stacks below. The Calder Leap. I think of that sometimes when I'm coming back in from out there. How similar re-entry feels to that fall from Judd Calder's silo. How fast the world suddenly goes from being an image in the darkness to a real thing. The colors taking on details and textures becoming oceans and mountains and fields. All of it rushing towards you. So fast, it's hypnotic. So fast, you have to remind yourself to brace for the hit. Now this was actually in the issue itself.
Jeez.
Hold on.
Oh wow.
Wow, okay. A little cutout for you.
Oh,
A
wow.
fold-out poster. So this here, it's showing us the bits of it, and then there's the full picture, and then the space station is called the Lighthouse. It's a prototype secretly developed over the last 7 years. Oh, hold on, let me get the page back in the right spot. The last 7 years by the American, the Russians, and the Japanese. They intended to reveal to the public next year when and if the politics were right. It's designed to be a hub for deep space exploration, a new type of space station, agile, fast, and tough as nails. It's also the eighth object that's fallen out of orbit today. Or not so much fallen as much as hurled by someone, weaponized and fired like bullets speeding at the Earth. I stopped the first 6, all satellites. Right now, the 7th is plummeting towards an abandoned U.S. military installation by the Andaman Sea, where no one will be hurt by its impact. I stopped the first 6. This one, though, the Lighthouse, its battery is a full-scale solid-core thermonuclear reactor. And with that explosive potential at the speed it's traveling, it's essentially a massive, angry, self-aware nuclear bomb racing towards Earth at about 8 miles a second. Start sinking fast and start sinking, Clark. Fast. And there's the full page.
Wow. I like how they're doing that, where it's like a cut to, where it's
Well, yeah, that's trying to make sure we can read the dialogue, because here you can't.
All right.
Right. Are you all right? Superman, thank God. Yes, we're fine. But the whole station just suddenly went crazy. It's like it has a mind of its. Wait, where are we going? Trust me. Obstruction targeted. Duh! The arms are tungsten and carburet, designed for crushing space rock. Get them off you. The astronauts are terrified. Talk to them before the station atmosphere dissipates. Let them hear your voice. We'll get through this. Don't worry. Believe me, you're safer there. But we're going to burn up. No, you're not. Listen to me. My heat vision activated the re-entry shield early. You'll be safe behind it, but I need your help. The repair drone, Superman. Look out. Look out. There. Never mind them. I need to shut down the core. It's protected by lead copper casing. I can't see through it. The nuclear reactor is nuclear. I know, but there must be an engine near it, an ionizer, something I can blast. If you tell me where, no, they're all on top of each other in there. Oh God, Clark, come on. The battery is nuclear. The engine, it's electrical. Maybe you can fry the circuitry if you use your X-ray vision. Damn it, not working. Then go stronger, Clark. Intensify it. Turn it gamma. You did it. The lighthouse is dead weight, but we're too far inside the atmosphere, Superman. We're going here. Take my hand. I'll shield you from the impact. But the base, there's hundreds of people down there. We won't hit them. I've got it. Listen to me. No one's going to die to boom. Okay, Clark. You can breathe now. And is everyone alive? I scanned the area. No one was caught in the impact, except these two. Superman, I don't even know how to begin to thank you. First, get some medical attention. Second, go celebrate. By my calculation, you and your partner just broke about 7 Guinness World Records with that fall. Clark, it's coming across the wire right now that Superman stopped the lighthouse. I thought I'd let you know in case you want to jump early. That's great news. Thanks. Most fingers are pointing at that cyber-terrorist group, Ascension. Seems a little bigger than they're capable of. You think it was someone else? Who? I have my suspicions. Above Metropolis. And damn it, man, do you want to go to prison? This is the mall we're talking about. You know what they do to you there? And just grab the controls already. It's our one chance to split. I'm almost done. Are you out of your damn mind? We're turning over. And you don't take those controls, we're all going to... Tone. What are you up to, Luthor? Leaving the city. You? The objects that fell for space today, all were weaponized and programmed to explode using malware, strangely similar to the kind you described in your doctorate research. Well, I'm flattered you've been reading my old homework, Superman. I'm afraid all that research was stolen years ago. The theft was all documented. Have you looked into that cyber-terrorist group that's been making such a name for itself lately? Ascension. This is too big for them, Luthor. You know it. All right, then. So tell me, why would I do this? In your opinion, drop space junk from the sky. My guess is show that you can still affect the world just before the door slams shut on you. I'm here to affect the world, Superman, on good behavior. I work for the city now, and believe me when I tell you that I'm going to build Metropolis something glorious. A great golden tree. See? A central solar tower, 100 floors high. The trees what was that?
I work for the city now. That just cracked me up.
Golden tower that saves everybody's lives.
Yep. The tree's heliostats will generate nearly 600 megawatts a day. Its branches will bear fruit too. Plump and blue and drums of a new solar chemical fuel I've designed. Why should you be the only one powered by the sun? Only for you, Luthor, could being transferred to a supermax be considered gross. Everyone has to start somewhere. Where I am the evil empire. And it's true, isn't it? I am. You're not the evil empire, Jim. I even have droids. Look at this thing. Ed gave it to me to practice with. Careful with that. You know who sent me to the hotel where Bruce Wayne was staying to get pictures of him working out shirtless yesterday? I barely made inside the lobby before Wayne made me. Have you seen the guns on that guy? He pats his jacket. Really? Look, it's just the way things are lately. I admire it, and Clark, what you did sticking it to the planet that way. I did leave the planet to stick it to. I did leave the planet to stick it to anyone, Jim. It's just the right. It's just that right now, the kinds of stories that matter to me as a reporter, the human angle pieces, stories that see the big events through lived experience. There isn't much of a place for them over there. But the truth is, I still love the planet, what it stands for at its heart. So this is referencing what Scott Lobdell had done, having Clark, quit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's coming back in at the beginning.
Well, no, he's more still doing his own thing in his own spot.
All right.
And as a rule, envoys from evil empires don't bring breakfast. It's bagel place, new place. 50 kinds of bagels. 50. They have a corn bagel. I saw a view. It's yellow. I'm flattered. So what are you working on anyway? The lighthouse crash. I got an interview with one of the astronauts last night. Posted a whole 2 minutes ago. Unsung heroes. You're slipping, Smallville. Let me guess, Lois. I buried my lead. Well, for starters, not every story Superman's in needs him in the title. Maybe not, but Clark, I'm not here, okay? Clark, Lois, hang on. Yeah, Chief. But the story you just posted is 500 words overcount. How am I supposed to? 551 and one. It's fine. I already made space. I moved the ad. See, moved the ad. Chief, it's for men's tortoiseshell glasses. It shouldn't be in the front of the paper. No ad should. But this one should be in the style section. No, actually, scratch that. Anywhere but the style section. No offense, Clark. None taken. Now, where was I? I was slipping, and not because you didn't mention Big Blue, because I didn't mention Ascension then. There's no link. And frankly, I don't believe it was them. It was a personal piece, Lois. No one's saying to point to them, but not to report on fears that it was them. That's the issue. And yes, this one seems above Ascension's pay grade. I've been trying to get my father all morning. He's been holed up at some base of the Southwest in the last year. Though impossible to. Lois, you moved the glasses ad to the obituaries. They paid good money. Fine. Book section. Wins all around. Gotta go, Clark. Tell Olsen to bring me a poppy and cream cheese. You know they have corn bagels. Yes, I'll pass the order to Jim. Wait, why I called you? Oh, you're slipping because your facts are wrong. You wrote that Superman stopped 7 of the 8 objects that fell from the sky, letting one crash in the insulation to Thailand. And Superman stopped all 8 objects from crashing. See for yourself. I just sent you the pics. See? It hit the water off the coast. The old base is still intact. I actually spent time there as a girl, you know. Blue is water, Clark. You there? I should go, Lois. But you're right. Seems I'm slipping. I should have checked my facts. Doesn't make sense. The satellite fired this way was one of the largest in human history. It weighed 26,000 pounds, 60-foot wingspan, an American spy satellite. Even accounting for the slow velocity from re-entry, it would have been traveling nearly 1,000 miles an hour at the time of impact, like a steel comet the size of a house. And there aren't many people on the planet who could have knocked it off course into the ocean. But if it wasn't Hal or Diana, and it wasn't me, then who handprint. Is that? Captain, we have a problem! Call home right now! General Lane, we just got word from the Dakota, sir. They were destroying the satellite wreckage as you ordered, and well, they may have fired on Superman. May have. Did. You tell them to stop talking. He can hear the chatter, you know. First thing they did, sir, the captain, he thinks Superman may have been investigating the satellite wreckage. And what does he think Superman saw? As far as we know, nothing. But if we're wrong, we'll deal with it. Fact is, Superman can dig all he wants. He won't find this place. But if he does, sir, he'll learn we have all sorts of weapons he's never seen before. Still, if he finds out the truth about Colonel, the truth about this place is in fact our greatest weapon against him. Because Superman may be strong, he may be fast, and he may have his little powers, but the fact remains, we have the real Superman down here, and he's been working for the United States for nearly 75 years.
Damn. All right, let's do it.
Yep. And then
he's like,
wait,
magical.
Yep. Actually, he's not magical. He's another alien.
I said he looks mystical.
Right. Uh, Now notice how he looks here. He's not going to look anything like this going forward.
I know, right? Not at all.
Stargazing, Chief? Lord, you scared me. No, I'm not stargazing. Tell me you're not spying on the Clarion. I know if you lean just so you can see they're off. Kid, I should fire you before I even think I spy on that rag. These things don't even work. I was just going through my desk and found them. And I didn't even remember they were there. Let's see what we got. 300 miles off the coast of British Columbia. How plump? 12 and a half. I told you it was. What the? There's someone in there. Someone's in the net. Help me get him out. My great uncle gave these binoculars to me. He was part of one of the first international humanitarian journalistic teams. Went all over the world, seeing terrifying things. I thought the world of him as a kid. I like to think he's one of the reasons I got into this business. Is he alive? He can't be. There's nothing around for 300 miles here. Turn him over. My God. Get the med kit now. Now, his eyes, they're burned away. And he got them in Nagasaki, literally shifting through the rubble. They scared me to death back then. Still do, to be honest. I was thinking I finally threw them out. It's happening now. Please, get me. Can you imagine how terrible it must have been to look through these that morning? I can. See the plane coming. To see the bomb drop. To see the fire starting. Get you what? Medicine's on. Get me Lois Lane. Get me Lois Lane. To see all of that, but still never to know the terrible shape of things to come. And look, it's burned into it.
Right.
It's from the beginning.
I was going to say,
crazy.
if you look at the binoculars,
Yeah, the image is burned in.
that's what I was at, like,
cool.
when we were kind of talking in the background a little bit. It was like the 3 images where
that's
they're
what you were
like
trying to
talking
say?
about Superman, and they have him like in the background, like it's in a window, but it's actually a monitor with the monitor with the same image from the previous page.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
it's like he looks all crazy and disgusting with his eyes like starting to flare. And it's
Yep.
like, then they take that, put it in the background, and make a whole new page with it.
Well, I like this from with Snyder. What I've always loved about Superman is his moral fortitude, honestly. He always does what he thinks is right, follows the teaching of his parents, the Kent. And fun as it is to see him fly and fight and be awesome, it was always the human drama there that drew me in. The challenge is facing a hero who has to choose the right thing to do when the right thing to do can often be something deeply unpopular, or something that might even be led one down a path alone, a dark path. And choosing the right thing to do when you're the most powerful man on the planet, the pressure on those decisions is huge. The responsibility. I've always loved Superman stories that explore this. The conflict in making the right moral decision, especially when the right thing is hard to figure out or something alienating. I like that.
Me too. It's like, how do you write somebody who has all the powers to stop everyone, you know, but still has to lose?
And of course they both like All-Star Superman, but Jim Lee also loves Superman for All Season. Great story.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a favorite Superman. Like, I do like most of the Superman stories that I've read, but I just never...
What's your both opinion on Superman?
What's that?
What's your opinions on Superman for both of you? Because me, Superman's always been my preferred, or even over Batman.
Yeah, I know he's your favorite.
See, I would go Batman over Superman.
I knew it.
And
Why?
so
Well, we
Why?
had this discussion
have.
though, because I was on a stream with you and Trish Sunday, and
I forgot. Yeah.
it was the Superman one, and I kept going Team Batman.
But why? But I want to know why. What is it about? Why is it I'm always one of the few? It feels like.
My answer is like, Superman's always the Boy Scout. Batman has like done all the things, learned all the things the hard way. You know what I mean? It's
And yet,
grit and in the grime and figuring out how to go to the right side.
But here's something though. In the end, though, he's still a Boy Scout too.
He is.
In the end, Batman is still up. They're both Boy Scout. It just feels like people go for Batman just because he's the edge boy and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas Superman is he's the Boy Scout's Boy Scout, you could say.
Exactly. Like, to me, he's too OP. Batman has that.
Oh, no.
He's smarter than everybody, but he still has that humanity. Like, he can die very easily compared to Clark.
It's a
Like,
million reasons for me, but honestly, it's the intelligence and the tech that always got me.
right.
But here's the thing, though. Remember this. Superman could easily just take over. We already know that, but here's the thing. Even with Injustice, he's still holding back.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because he's not trying to actually kill them. You know?
If he wanted to, if he truly wanted to and cut loose, even if it doesn't matter if Batman is kryptonite, he could just keep bitching him from a distance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, he was basically still trying to stop Brainiac in that situation instead of continuing the fight with Bruce. And basically wanted him off the board so that he could focus on Brainiac.
Exactly.
You know, busting out the different kind of kryptonite fucking batarangs on him. And,
yep. Okay, there's Lex, of course, in this mall, the Metropolis Armory Ward High Security Prison, as he's quoting something. You arrive with 19 seconds left. Make that 18 before the tallest building in the world crashes to the ground in front of you. 4 of the core and 4 for the core to finish snapping. 14 for the fall. With the terrorist group Ascension, they unleashed a modern day monster on the city, and now the tower is falling. You've got 17 seconds left now. 36,000 people inside, roughly the population of Smallville. You hear them all screaming in there, terrified. 15 seconds. You're the only one on the planet who can stop it. The only one who can save them. And there goes the core. Stay calm and see it. I like how he's talking to himself.
Right.
Stay calm and see it.
Easing himself in.
Yes. And I can't push the building back up. Try and it'll break in half. The steel won't support it. The steel and flash heat it and freeze it. Reinforce it so it won't snap. No, the heat will shear anyone standing near the window, and the freeze will make the glass brittle, and they'll die burned and frozen. 11 seconds.
I like how he's like sitting there trying to figure out, okay, if I hit this thing with some heat treatment and then some flash freeze, will it do enough to harden the steel? Like,
but then it's like, no way, there's still the people in there.
Right. It's like he's sitting there figuring out the materials and what he can do to strengthen the materials, and then he's realized, like,
he's smart. He is smart.
Exactly.
Yep. Lucky for you, and lucky you, empty office. 9 seconds. 8, and you still have no plan. Just act. Try something. Anything. The Apollodorus, the $90 million prototype for a new breed of construction heavy, built by a Saudi firm and here to be unveiled. It offers all your construction needs in one. The world's tallest crane, concrete drum with 100,000-pound output, steel cutters with just 2 men operated. It's supposed to eliminate the need for fleets of vehicles, cut costs and labor exponentially. But 4 minutes ago, Ascension brought it to life on its own and set it loose on the city. Now just get past the damn thing and blow the building back. The glass will shatter and people will die, but hopefully most will die. No, not now. 5 seconds. 4 seconds, and you're in the water. The damn water. 3 seconds to use your speed. Create a water spout. 2 to freeze, and 1 to pray it holds. Thank you up there. Thank you. Right. Back to work. Hey, that was smart.
All right. It's like, yep, let me just spin this up and freeze it in place real quick.
Yep. Funny. I remember learning about the Apollodorus in Miss Swan's history class. Master architect of the ancient world. Built the last imperial form in Rome. Even designed the Pantheon. Still standing today. But unfortunately for him, he made the wrong enemies. And let's just say it didn't end well for him. You're being watched, Clark. Watch from the darkness. Bruce, are you around? You tell me, Clark. What do you mean? I mean, find me. Use the whole spectrum. Find you? All right, Bruce. This is where I say Marco and you say Polo. This is where you say Uncle. Uncle. You asked if it'd be possible to cloak someone from your sight. The suit is equipped to operate along the full electromagnetic spectrum. It senses what's being used to detect it and reacts accordingly. Fine. I am impressed you built this in the last 2 days. I built it before I knew you so well. But you're going to get rid of it now that you do know me. Of course. Yeah, of course. Any day now. Here, there's something you should see. What is it? A message from your friend in Dubai. Ascension? It's on every station. Now to rise up, O men of the line. Laborers, smash your machines while there's still time. There is a barb in the feed, meant to knock out power at every station that plays it. Just for fun, I imagine. Cyborg ran a program to neutralize it. And what's the meaning of the mask? They're created digitally, which is ironic. Ned Ludd, an all British folklore, supposedly smashed his stocking frames in protest against technological advancement. Cyborg traced the location of the signal? No. Apparently they're using a means of transmission even he can't detect. And who knows how many bounce cleaners. They could be anywhere on the planet. Either way, it seems they're a deadlier global threat than any of us believed. The song they're singing, too, it's an old labor movement ballad, but it's being sung to the tune of a battle hymn. So they mean to go to war with the modern world. Wonderful. Here, the piece of the satellite you brought in, I looked at it for you. Were you able to learn anything about who left the handprint? Whoever it is, someone is trying to cloak him from you. It must be a task, though. He's got quite a signature. Yeah? What's he powered by? Something organic? Magic? No, in fact, seems to be powered by the sun like you. Think he's got physiology similar to mine? It looks that way. But Clark, he's likely more powerful than you are. Right. You pulled in about 140 gigawatts of solar energy at any given moment. But this being, whatever it is, it's almost 160. The cloaking hides it, but when I analyze the atmosphere around its protected location, and the cloud cover in particular, which acts like a sponge, it was like looking at a solar wasteland. Were you able to follow the signature? Badly. I lost it over in the Utah desert. Forgive me, but you don't seem very concerned. I am concerned, Clark, but whoever this being is, he helped you. In the last 3 days, the Ascension, that's proven they can access and weaponize just about any technology on the planet. I should go. Just keep your eyes open, Clark, for those things you can see and those you can. Clark, you're getting slow. I'm hitting refresh as we speak, and yet nothing up by you about the Ascension attack in Dubai. I was looking forward to having a glass of wine and picking it apart at 15,000 feet. I'll have something up soon, following a lead. Lois, you said your father was working on a project in the Southwest? Dead end, Smallville. He doesn't even communicate with me, except by post. The letters come from a town near the Salt Flats. Nothing much to sift through, believe me. The Salt Flats. Got it. Where are you off to? The middle of nowhere, literally and figuratively. The coast of Nova Scotia. Seems a man got picked up in the middle of the ocean by a fishing skiff yesterday. Half dead with wounds and cold. Claims he was part of Ascension, apparently. He asked for me. It's likely a goose chase, but at least I'll get a decent lobster raw out of it. Be careful, Lois. Never, Smallville. Have fun chasing ghosts in the desert. Now what's that there on the radar? Could it be a bird? A plane? Hell, in our parlance, the latter be called the first. But no, we know it's you. Oh, could you hear me, Superman? Yeah, you can hear me. So how should we do this? Hot and cold? 20 questions? Here, just over the next ridge. I'll be waving. What's down there, General Lane? Morning to you, Superman. Coffee? We got the best for miles and miles. I can promise you that. You seem like a cream and sugar man to me. I'll ask again. I only assume you knew where to look for me because of Lois. You and her close, no? Me? See, not so much. But when she was little, she had a book of fables she liked me to read at night. That I remember. Funny thing about her was, she'd always get the meanings wrong. There was one I remember about these two roasters, head cocks of the farm, squaring off one morning. And the two of them, they go at each other, pecking and clawing, gouging in the dust and the dirt for nearly an hour. And you know what happens then? A big old fox comes in, snaps their necks, and carries them both off for dinner. You don't have to fight, General, but you will. Ha! See, you're just like her. You're missing the point. Because in this story, both roosters are you, boy. And what you're looking at is the damn fox and a half. Weird, eh? Some shiny new toys in this old sandbag. Max grabbed photon emitters, or rather black hole lasers. We got black hole bullets, too. little 50 caliber rockets with these light vacuums inside them. There's something I kid you not. All but designed in your honor, man. Your sub-captain lied to me about the satellite wreckage. He said he was destroying it for safety, but I saw that handprint. And everyone under my command will lie to you 1,000 times more, I'm sure. But here's the Lord's truth. You will leave this installation in 3 seconds, or I will order my men to fire. Not until you tell me what you're hiding. We really don't have to fight about this, General. He's breaching. Go! I ordered you to. I didn't order you to fire. Damn it! I'm sorry, sir. I saw it. Never mind. We fire first. He fires second. Hit him hard. The paid whole body on fire. Can't control my power. Ah! He's lighting up. Hit him again. That's enough. I'll deal with Superman. I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm not sure he's going to make it. It's a miracle he lived this long already. But yeah, that's the guy from last issue.
Yes.
You see what I mean? Completely different.
All right. He's still got what the hell is? It's like
whatever that logo is.
All right. It's like a phoenix on his chest. It looks like.
Yeah. I can't even establish the cause of the burns at his eyes. And it's impossible to say how long he was in the water before they fished him out. But every time he starts, he pretty much only says your name. Have you been able to identify him? No, not yet. He had no identification on him, but he did have something else. What's something? We don't know what it is. It's unsettling, though. It seems to be some sort of crit. Doctor, are you there? Calling from a plane? Oh, Miss Lane, shame on you. Just enjoying the free Wi-Fi. So, this is Ascension, right? Please put away all electronics as we prepare for landing. You know what? How about we take care of that for you? Goodbye, Miss Lane. The engines, they just stopped! We're falling! So, this is the end. The end of my brief foray into public servitude. The real pity, Warden Perez, is that properly realized, the solar tree would have worked. You hear me? You hear me out there. This city could have been a hub, a great bazaar of golden energy for its dark, gloomy sisters. Luthor, unlock the door now, or we will use force. Don't worry, Warden. I'll still put the model to good use. All right, that's it. Knock him out. Use the carpinol now. Oh, the rough stuff. I'm flattered, Warden. And now get some muscle to help me with the door, will you? Luthor will be knocked out for at least 3 hours. Yes, he's out cold now. Lucky for him, he already stepped into his cab and gave the driver excellent directions. Beep, beep, Warden. Out of the way, please. It's time for me to save the world.
Nice.
Yep.
Gotta love that. His mech suits.
Right.
Yep, in this case, it's like his mind is already in there while his body is disabled.
Right. His face looks real psycho right there, too.
Yep.
He's
Buddy.
ready to go.
I always know when you're approaching, Clark. No alarms needed either. No surveillance. It's the bats. I can actually hear them pull their wings tighter around themselves when you're near. Takes them hours, sometimes days to recover from you. I made the suit before I knew you well, Clark. Back when we were all young and scared. Back when we were all wild and out of control. Now there are times I think about destroying the suit, along with everything else hidden in here designed to bring you down. But the thing is, there is one person who never let me do that. Someone who told me to build another one. To make sure we had ways of stopping you, in case you ever went bad. That person, of course, is you. Because no one understands better than you the threat of power without limits. Power that can't be controlled. So he got the crystal, it seems.
Right.
Yeah. So how is that? And how is that going? How's it going so far?
I actually really like this story so far.
I'm half and half on it right now.
Oh, what's
To be
what's
fully honest.
I think
why is that?
things.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few things. It's not so far not my favorite Superman. I think I don't know. Maybe I just can't follow it that well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, there's a couple things that called back to other things that didn't happen in this book.
Right.
It's like it's something that you don't understand if you didn't read the other books.
Yeah, it's little continuity bits here and there, but
Right.
Yeah.
But if you ignore those, it's not bad.
Right, it's small. I really love the artwork again, but like,
Oh, look at
it's a
that
good story too with Batman and Superman, like at the end of those pages.
Yep. Great covers.
Right, those are
Right.
some old school covers.
That's
What
really
was that?
awesome.
Injustice?
No, that was New 52.
Oh, okay.
That was Brett Booth.
Before that, the one right before.
No, that was someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, this is where we find out more about Wrath. But yeah, in 1938, with the world on the brink of war, America sent a prayer into space. 11 seconds later, that prayer was answered. Repeat, we're going down. No heel. You hear me? Luthor has no heel. Hold your fire. Superman is down. Who are you? My name is. You need to tell him anything. All he needs to know is that if he gets up, we will fire again. You and I have had our differences, but I came here to talk, Lane. That's all. Well, you do it from your knees, son. Stay down, Superman. It's easier if that's not how you have a conversation. I was hoping you'd say that. 1, make him kneel. I only want answers, Lane. After what you've done to me, I deserve them. I owe you nothing. 5, go. Keep at it, Lane. I can do this all day. Stand down, Superman. Let me go. Trust me, it's easier if you stand down. Now we're cooking. I said let go of me. I mean it. They simply want to see you subdued. Believe me, it's better this way. You should submit. Bruce is right about his physiology. His cells are like mine, but after decades of exposure. So he's strong, Clark, but he's fast. But is he fast? I wasn't asking. Stop testing me. There's no need. Ah!
Jeez, that's insane. I love that.
Come on, then. Come on. We can be done fighting now. I've given the general and his men what they want. I know you have questions. Are you going to give me some damn answers? Yes. Now, would you like to come and see my home? There's no winning here. There's nowhere safe to land inland for at least 50 miles. The terrain will tear the plane apart. We need to make it out of the water. Well, yeah, and basically, yeah. So Lois is doing all she can to bring it down, reminding you just how much of a tough cookie she is.
All right. Trying to show you she's not just there for her looks.
Exactly. Reminding you that she's an army brat.
All right.
But even like, please let me pull this one off. No one expects the prayer to be answered, let alone like that. The original prayer the scientists sent up was a simple mathematical equation, but an equation added up or incorrectly to equal more than the sum of its parts. The hope was that the meaning could be clear. Let us add up and add up to more together. Engraved inside the ship was a similar equation, but one much more complex, with codes and formulas embedded in it like eddies in a stream. Gifts. It was only when the smoke cleared that the scientist saw the passenger. He was the start of it, the beginning of everything. The genesis of this place. The machine. I don't understand. What is all this? Something brilliant. Something you were never supposed to see, Superman. At least not like this. It was bound to happen eventually, General. It's better this way. I know we don't know each other, Superman, but I hope you'll come to consider me an ally. Believe it or not, unbeknownst to you, we fought side by side at times. I have admiration for you. I appreciate that, but you never answered my question earlier. Who the hell are you? All you need to know is I was talking to him, Lane. It's all right. Around here, my home, I'm called Wraith. Wraith? It's a nickname. It stands for William Rudolph's Ace in the Hole. 75 years ago, when I first landed, General Rudolph was the one who convinced President Roosevelt's cabinet to set up a facility for me to take me in. He was the first father I knew. That's him there, or his likeness. General Rudolph established the machine as a research facility dedicated to understanding and implementing the equations and technology Wraith brought to us. But in time, the machine became a more aggressive operation, and Wraith was deployed to assist America's initiatives as necessary. You say he was a secret weapon and all these old things? Trophies, Superman. Reminders of the work Wraith has done for us over the last 8 decades. The sub is from Cuba, 1962. The MiG-15 from Vladislavskov, 1952. A call close enough to turn your hair white. Believe me, the things I've learned in the years since I took over. This one's from Nagasaki. We only had one bomb. Wraith convinced Hiroshima and Hiroto and the world we had more. Nagasaki. In this place, all of this, who knows about it? About the machine itself? The president? Small group of white hats? But what we do, that's up to us. The executive branch gives us data, and we act on it and report back after decisions have been made. You get to fight your own private war. Is that what you're saying? Do me a favor, Superman. Look at the map. Here's the world in 1938. The red represents danger spots, not just us, but to the free world. And here's the world in 1966. Here it is today. For a while, the world seemed safe enough that we didn't need the machine anymore, and it was retired. But in the past decade, it was reinstated. And in the past few years, we're back with a vengeance. Point is, the world you know today is largely by the machine's design, Superman. And a lot of that's thanks to Wraith and his ability to understand what a real hero is. That may be, but the public? The public. See, I knew it. You know what? I'm going to make my case against you, Superman, right here, right now. Maybe you think I hate you because you're an alien, but it is you. But as you can see, that isn't my gripe. Or maybe you think it's because you're some all-powerful threat. But turns out we've always had the bigger boy right here. No, what I don't like about you, Superman, what gets me right here in my damn throat is that you're a coward. A coward, General. You say people from a space station, a building. You think you're a hero. Truth is, you're a killer, Superman. You're the biggest mass murderer we've ever known. You're crazy. Am I? And deep down, you want to do it, don't you? Take down that dictator in Sudan or that warlord and Macron. You want to make the world better. Well, we do. And every minute you don't, you're deciding to let people's lives and live their lives in misery and die suffering. You're killing them painfully. And all because you need to hear this. Because you're afraid to do the tough thing, the things you know you should do. Easier to float about it all and save kittens. I'll tell you a secret, Superman. Something I'd never told anyone. When your rocket landed, when my predecessor learned about it, he told me he thought to himself, another soldier, another hero. What a disappointment you turned out to be. And General Lane, what is it? It's essential, sir. They've assessed a fleet of Soviet XRs. They're heading towards Japanese airspace. XRs? New fleet of drone. But yeah, what do you think about that speech? I mean, we know he's full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you can see why he thinks that.
Yeah, exactly. I could definitely understand why he thinks he's a coward. But still, he's not just doing it.
That's all it is, in my opinion. He's just being the
macho
general,
guy.
Yeah, but I think I think it's also because he thinks like race is under our control. Superman's the wild cannon waiting to go off.
Right. It's like Wraith is their soldier that they thought Superman would be also.
But since he's not,
he ended up being somebody who's more revered, like by the people. But that's not why he does it.
Exactly. Yeah. But of course, he's like Lex. But I would say that Lane here, one, he's nowhere near as bad as Lane was in the pre-New 52. Trust me, he actually was xenophobic. Here, it's like he subscribes to the same magazine as Luthor, but he gets a different reading from it.
Right.
Yeah.
And probably a better reading, if you ask me.
He makes up his own mind about it.
Exactly. But would you agree? Is that a good analogy? He subscribes to the same magazine, but he's getting a different read from it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely the way to put it right there.
Basically, they're both members of the NRA. They just get something different out of it.
Just one of them supports ARs and one of them doesn't.
That's it, old shell. Move. Hup and Hup 2. We've got a visit to pay to a special someone, and we don't want to be late. Hurry, we're running out of time. It's no use. The water's, but yeah, they're trying to get out of there, but then, of course, beep, beep. So they make their way out, and and there's the blind guy. So like, impossible. There's no way the electronics should be operational after being flooded like that. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it, but it's a damn miracle. There, I see them. Maybe we can draw their fire, lead them away from downtown. Agreed. I can hear them coming. Steady. You know I've been looking forward to this for a long time, Superman. Fighting by your side. It's a shame, really. What is? That soon I'm going to have to kill you. And it can't end like this, man. I'm begging you. Just one little box of pad thai before you close, please. So yeah, he's just trying to get food, but then, Jimmy Olsen, you've been Superman's pal for a while now. How about you try being mine?
Lex is so crazy, though.
So, but yeah, what do you think of Wraith? I think Wraith is going to be the saving grace of this story.
Yeah, I think that he's what Superman should be.
Should be.
All right.
What do you mean should be?
I mean, personality-wise, you know.
I think
like a fanboy of Superman's, but I'm definitely gonna have to kill you. You know.
Well, he's saying that because he knows the order's going to come through, is what he means.
Right.
That's why he says that.
He's gonna follow orders 100%, even though he reveres Clark.
You're awake. Good. Where am I? Let me ask you something. Why can't I move? What's going? How do you think they'll fall? You're heroes. I mean, some are obvious. Take the Bat, for example. Simple. He'll go down fighting the clown someday, as the city dies, a burning acidic death. The Amazon. What do you think? I think my guess, she'll fall defending her people from some Jormundanger, and as the magic veil tears and tears. But him? Superman. His death? That one I know. I know the how, the when, the who. And in minutes, you will too, pal. You're crazy, Luthor. Just let me go before... too late. What is that saying? Luthor, what is that? You know the craziest thing about it, Jim? About Superman's death, I mean? It's going to happen so soon. Sooner than you believe. It's working. They're following us up and out of the city. And they've caused too much destruction already, Wraith. We still need to go higher. Looks like the path higher is blocked. Then let's open it before... What the? They're deflectors. There's some kind of plasma point, like ionized air. And anywhere I go to in the spectrum, they react to... Come on, we need to move. My shielding hides me from detection, but these things, they're locked onto you. And here I thought you were about to kill me. Incidentally, care to explain what you mean by that? Should be obvious by now. It lied to me. There's no time, Superman. You need to take cover. You've been hit already. Hit? What do you mean? Look. What are you... Blood? What are these things? It's what I've been trying to tell you, Superman. Scan the drone. The bullets emit low-frequency red solar radiation before impact to soften the skin. The missiles are ultraviolet colliders. These drones are designed by the Russian military for one purpose: to kill you. Why would the Russian... Damn it, just get behind me! My skin is tougher than... So how'd you think it happened, Jim? How'd you think Superman would die? Like, admit it. You thought it would be me who did him in. Didn't you? The planet, they'll realize I'm missing, Luthor. You don't need to. I'm not going to lie. There were moments I thought it might be, but no. In the end, damn it, Luthor, stop with the paper dolls and listen to me. Turn off the machine before it comes down on... Paper folding is a rich and ancient tradition, Jimmy. There's a record of it from the 1st century AD, back when it was a spiritual practice. The real beauty of the art, though, and it took me a moment to realize this while in prison, is its transience. Is its transience. Things are made and then disappear. Only the maker and a few who see the design understand the beauty of what was made. Even the tools used in paper folding underscore the notion. Folding bones, carved from the bones of elk or deer. And paper creations are often exchanged at moments of transition. And two, warriors traded them before battle. Noshi was pieces of meat inside. Sometimes they were given between pallets before death to carry over. Sometimes they were given to a love lost. I don't understand. How did you do that? How did you save the plane? You there! Can you hear me? Lois Lane, I need... Easy there. I'm right here. Just rest. Hopefully an emergency crew will be here soon. No time. You need to take this. Just slow down. Talk to me first. Your private ascension. Yes. No. Not anymore. I need you to take this shard before it's too late. The shard. Is this what you used to save our plane from sinking? It's what gave you the power? The shard is the key. The key to it all, Miss Lade. It's everything. You have to tell the people the truth about it. Superman, he'll think it's like the stone of his people, but it's not. The truth is much worse. Please, millions could die. I don't understand. If it's something Superman will recognize and something that dangerous, why give it to me? Because, Miss Lane, he won't be alive much longer. You're losing blood. I'm fine. We need to figure out how to get close to these things, though. In fact, they'll be protected against heat and cold. X-ray, too. They're lead case. Lead case, yes. They're tough, aren't they? Ascension, why don't you come out and fight instead of terrorizing innocent people? Innocence is impossible to judge, Superman, when no one in question knows the truth. Isn't it appropriate, then, that your end happens here, in the country where the great lie began, where it first struck the world nearly 70 years ago? Now die with our song in your ears. I'll pass. They'll be back for another pass, Superman. The drones, we need to make a stand here and now. Most of the buildings were evacuated. If we use them no, we can't get near those things without, no, there are still people in the area. We take the fight to the drones. Look over there, the security truck. It's armored. If we use the walls as shields, it's ballistics and lead-lined steel. Here they come. There's no time. Just take this. You keep it and stay behind me. I can take it, damn it. Take it and fly. Now, while they're crippled, push them into the bay. Got it. Look at that. The steel held. And I'll be keeping my money with Secure One from now on. We should get back to the machine. They have a medical...
Teamwork.
Yep. Damn.
Really good teamwork.
Some kind of anti-particle wind scrambled my gravitational sense. They're coming back, but there's too many to fight one at a time. Maybe we can lead them down deeper. No, hold on. I think there might be a way. A sonic blast might be able to rattle their shields for a second or two. If it works, can you hit them with controlled bursts of heat vision? Rapid fire? Rapid fire at max heat. First 1,000-degree charge, and then blink at super speed to chop the beam. I can try. All right, hold. Now! It's working. How did you do that? That sonic blast. You tighten the muscles of your throat to create an echo chamber. You could have done it, or you'll be able to in time. Truthfully, you've only begun to explore the extent of your powers. As the years go by, you'll learn how to do many things. Wonderful. Terrible. I mean, if you don't kill me first, you solve for yourself today. You see what kind of enemies you make standing alone above the governments of the world, above the politics. One day you'll cross a line and they'll send me after you, and I'll do my duty. There's so much I could teach you about who you are, about what you'll become in time, bathing in the power of the sun. There's no need to be so grim. I'm not quite cynical enough to see things your way, but tell me, Wraith, there's one thing I still don't understand. Where are you from? Hang on. And Clark, thank God, I can't reach Olsen. Something's happened. The plane, what are you saying? I'm saying something terrible has happened to Lois. And, he got hit by an ambulance. The guy that was, with Lois. He was saying, Ascension is not what it seems. So you give it to him, but then, hello, Miss Lane. I think you've just stumbled across the exclusive of a lifetime. So who do you think's going to do it, Jim? If not me, if not some big bad like Brainiac, if not a lover, then who? I'll tell you, Jim, if you promise not to tell anyone, if you be a real pal and keep it secret, because it'll be you, Jim. You'll be the one who kills Superman. Just wait and see. Lois Lane, Superman, my head, Ascension, were you able to stop them? No, I'm afraid not, Lois. It seems there's no stopping them. Cute trick. What do you want with me? What do we want with you? Why, Lois, you're very important to us. We're like family. Is that so? Of course, after all, the same man who made you made us too. Our father, General Lane. Uh-oh.
Right.
Now, is the game better now since we're 2 issues into the last time I asked?
I mean, I
think so.
Definitely.
I think
starting to
so.
pick up and get really,
Now, doesn't it when it's also starting to do flashback sequence too? No more hiding, Kent. No more hiding, Kent. I don't know what you're talking about, Lana. Come on, Mrs. Barton. You were staring at her sweater all class. Staring? I wasn't staring. It was an interesting sweater. Is all the green fading to black with those little gold bead things. So it's so interesting. I mean, like hypnotically interesting. Come on, chicken. Look, I like astronomy. Tell me her introduction wasn't interesting. The moons of Jupiter, how different they are. Yeah. So yeah, basically, slip and Lana, no, it doesn't make sense.
We should have the powers.
Yep, it doesn't make sense. There's no sign of Lois anywhere. You can't hear her voice, her heartbeat, and nothing from Ascension either. We'll find them. Wait, what? Wraith, are you picking up something up? Yes. See if you detect it. It's between the 16th and 17th powers, tucked deep in ultraviolet. I wouldn't have seen it if I wasn't looking hard. Yes, I see it. Almost geometric. But it just vanishes there by the shore. The bay is clean. Ascension must be in some kind of seaplane or boat, something shielded. The sensors at the machine can mine the signature better than we can. Come with me, and no. You show me your home, let me show you mine. You want to learn the truth, Miss Lane? But I don't think you do. Funny, I always assumed I was pretty good at judging what I wanted without any help from others. And you claim my father was Ascension's creator, and that we were family. You all and me. But I don't remember any of you TV faces at any family gatherings. So unless my father secretly knocked up a Best Buy, I don't believe a damn word you're saying. You are a character, Miss Lane. The truth is, your father, General Lane, is the latest in a line of men who made Ascension both possible and needed. We exist because of him and his special kind of treachery. Sam Lane's a lot of things, and I could get really indelicate if so choose, but a traitor to his country he is not. Oh, he's a traitor. He and the generals before him. The faces you see here, Leonard's, Bangley, Durant, Rogers, they're the greatest traitors in modern history. Each has taken a turn commanding the most treacherous organization on the planet. The Machine. The Machine? I don't know if that's just your juvenile figurative way of talking about the military or I've killed a lot of people, Miss Lane. Hell, I was going to kill you a moment ago, but I decided instead to leave you alive and tell our story. Still, keep joking. Feel free. Maybe after the next good quip, I'll beat you to death with your father's face on. And how's that for figurative? Right then. The Machine is a secretive branch of the U.S. military. Yeah, basically sums it up and then points out, now this equation, it was geological in nature. It explained how to exploit Earth's minerals for technological advancement, how to use germanium to create the first effective transistor, how to use silicates for conduction. Since 1938, the Machine has been using the equation and the alien to chart a course for this country and mankind. I created Ascension to set a new course. And why should I believe a word you're saying? If this is so top secret, how do you know what it is? And how about you stop hiding behind my father's face and show your damn credentials? My credentials are my lineage. My name is Jonathan Rudolph. My grandfather, William, was the founder of the Machine. And he told you this? Your grandfather? All of it? Senility is trained. It makes a person frantically truthful in those dwindling moments of clarity about their life's regrets, like pumping water off a sinking ship. I used to visit my grandfather in the military hospital in Phoenix, and he would have these little truths at me about the Machine, about what he'd done. Regret after regret. Pump. See, the old man was senile, but he knew he committed a great sin against humanity. A sin we're going to undo today. By killing people, by taking over technology and using it to terrorize, by using the equation against the Machine itself. We call it Earthstone, Miss Lane. It's the final bit of the equation that arrived with the alien, practically the sum. A combination of some of the rarest, purest stones on the planet, Jedi, Serendipity, mixed and remixed to create a technology far more advanced and powerful than the invention in the history of mankind. Crystal technologies rival to have the most advanced races in the universe, but indigenous to our planet, our home. You see, Earthstone allows our aggressive neurological control of nearly all technology derived from the equation. When you learn how to use it properly, that is, and our mastery of it has improved with each attack we've launched. The Machine, my father, he must have this too then. But he doesn't. No one does but us. But my father saw the shape of the equation. When he began to understand what it was, he altered a key part of the key final phrase, made it unusable, meaning we're the only people on this planet who know how to make Earthstone. What are you going to do? It's simple, Miss Lane. We're going to send humanity back to the start of things and give people the chance to ascend on their own without help from little green men. We're going to send humanity back in time. Come on. So yeah, they're always starting to check out the powers and everything, but then, oh no, Mr. Colder. Clark, God, no, run now. Mom, what are you? Hello there, Clark. Mr. Calder, please don't. You were on my property earlier. You and the girl. You invaded my home. The fortress has locked onto his energy signature. If it appears again anywhere, we'll know about it and even trace it. It's technology. It's from races you defeated? Yes. But you never think of giving it over to the military? No. It's going to say your country. No country should have these weapons like these. I take it you're an astronomer, Superman. Is that a joke? Can you map a planet in the Trangalium galaxy? This is your home? It's funny. I'm sure at this point, you and I both know more about the Earth than we do about our original planets. And what do you know about yours? That far away? There can't be any communication. No. And I'll never see it with my eyes. It may as well have vanished as Krypton did. We're an old people, Superman. Older than yours, though not dissimilar in our priorities. Those priorities being spreading knowledge, spreading peace. You're not convinced. Wraith, I don't understand eyelining yourself so fully with an agenda. It was a country, Superman. Your parents, they chose this place, this country for a reason, did they not? And yet you never wondered why? You never asked if they chose so you may fight for it? I do fight for it, on different terms than yours, but I do. From this place, a hiding spot in the middle of nowhere, alone, you don't have to come here again. I mean no offense. I'm just trying to make it clear to you. You're living in a place between. Don't you see that? A limbo that can't last. As Superman, you live outside the law by choice. And as your human counterpart, you do so by nature. My human counterpart? It's the only order I've disobeyed, you know. They wanted me to follow you, to see who you became. They know you must hide among them. You mean General Lane asked you? Yes. He knows you move at super speed just before you change into that identity to avoid detection, and he's asked me to follow you more than once. And why haven't you? I don't know. Truthfully, maybe because I find it unnecessary, as that part of your existence will surely end soon. Is that so? Imagine something for me, will you? It's a week from today. You're in your human guise, about to visit your friends at their place of work. Now go on. Open it. What do you see? Hey, now imagine it 10 years from today, Superman. Again, you're in your human guise. You're about to open the same door. Go on, open it. What do you see? A decade. Not long, yet everyone appears so much older, don't they? What about you, though? You don't? And you don't. Unless you do, because you apply makeup. Now imagine it's 40 years from today. Open the door. What do you see? And now it's 80 years from today. Open the door, Superman. Go on. Open it. What do you see? And this is neither here nor there, Wraith. That is the point, Superman. You're neither here nor there. You live in a limbo that cannot last. So be it then. But back in Tokyo, Ascension, they referred to the atom bombs being dropped. They said it was the first scar, the first lie. You are one of those two bombs, Wraith. It stands to reason that you might be more at the center of this than you think. I saw that too, but you're missing my point. And that is this. What the hell are you doing, Wraith? General Lane? Yes, sir. I'm in the fortress. Take the weapons and neutralize Superman? Yes, sir. Don't, please. Please, Mr. Calder. I'm sorry for trespassing. Please. People think I'm crazy, you know. Say I see things. But I know what I saw. You were hanging there. You were in between the ground and the air. Can't stay like that. Not a human being. Human beings has to come down. Jedediah, stop pointing that at my son. No, you don't. Mom, let's send you back to hell, boy. Welcome to the end. Or should I say the start of the new age, the age of human achievement. You're crazy. But that may be, but it's only because I see the truth, and the truth is blinding. Soon the world will be blinded by it. Grab her. She's got the bag. Looking for this? The man you met, he was our star geologist, the person responsible for helping us mine what we need to create Earthstone. The truth about what we were doing, it was too bright for him. You tortured him, burned his eyes out, and the truth would have blinded him eventually with its heat, Miss Lane. He helped the process along before he escaped. But don't feel bad for him. The plain truth is, in a matter of minutes, billions of people face an even brighter, more scorching truth. What the hell are you talking about? I told you, I'm not a figurative man. Look at me. What do you see? Fire them all, then burn her eyes out too. Stop this. Damn it, Wraith, what are you? I'm trying to protect you, Superman. That call will come at any moment. Please, your whole life is on a collision course with reality. So join me. saying, "Put the gun down now." Superman! Superman, are you there? Batman, what is it? It's Ascension. Seems they just launched a full-scale nuclear attack. They've accessed the silos around the world. It's bad. How many? How many nuclear missiles did they fire? All of them. Every nuclear missile on Earth. Nowhere to hide anymore. No more hiding. Stop. Please, stop it. Stop it. You hear me? No more hiding, Kent. No more hiding.
Damn. Trying to get him to show himself.
Well, he's already showing himself by shooting him. There's a commercial. There's a commercial that plays a lot in Metropolis for a mattress store. It shows a man who looks a lot like me in a cape and tights flying into a burning building to save a kitten. Afterwards, he waves to the cheering crowds and flies up on a cloud where he lies down and falls asleep smiling. I never mentioned to anyone how much I hate that commercial. Bruce offered to sue them for me once, but I told him not to bother. One of the things that keeps me up nights is the number 919. It's the number of tactical nuclear missiles around the globe on high alert status, kept ready for a launch at a moment's notice. It was 920 last week, but a corroded fuse snapped in one Tuesday, rendering the warhead inert. Its owners haven't noticed yet, but I was up, so I noticed. The launch of even one such missile would be an unimaginable catastrophe. 50 of those weapons, if allowed to detonate, would provoke disastrous, deadly changes in the Earth's atmosphere. 6 seconds ago, every single high alert missile, basically saying how they've all been launched, and it's an Omega alert. Green Lantern is trying to do what he can, but they can't stop them all.
Right? How do you stop them all? You don't even know where they're going.
Yeah, in fact, they're looking at a 60% stop rate.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Plenty enough to kill the Earth and everybody on it.
Yep. And it just, let's hope not. Let's hope not. So I'm clear. You received the other data I sent you? It just came through. I have it on me. Thanks. My pleasure. All right, Wraith. We have 17 minutes before the first missile hits. We need to get to Ascension before. I'm sorry, Superman, but you haven't been listening to me. I'm going to go after the missiles headed for American targets. What are you talking about? If we stop Ascension, we have a chance of stopping the entire attack. And if we fail, you can't always be there for everyone, Superman. You need to start making hard decisions. That's exactly what I'm doing. What happens next is on your head, Wraith. Yours! There's nothing you can do. It's all happening. You can't stop it, Miss Lane. You can't slow it down. You can't fight it. I beg to differ. Oh, I'm giving you a chance here, Miss Lane. We mine the rocks at the heart of the earth to make a sword. This sword, that speaks to the will of men to be free. You can't stop us, but you can tell our story. That's a privilege. Your story? I'm afraid it's really short. You were born, and you became a burp. The end. You know, I'm not so sure I like your probes. Forget her eyes. Burn her alive. Like, you! And come on, then. It's too late. Enough! All of you, enough madness. You will tell me how to stop this. Too late, alien, for both of us, both of you. You and the other monster will choke in the cloud of nuclear winter, cut off from the sun. You'll have to leave, and we'll rise up from the ashes. We'll ascend finally. Talk or so help me out. Superman, they're using some kind of crystal technology that can access everything. It controls the nuke. They call it Earthstone. It's this console here. Can you operate? It's similar to technology my people use, but it's something different. I don't know what it is. It's our Superman. We built it, and you can't have it. No! Self-destruct. Boom! No. How many can you stop? Not enough. Did we just lose the world? I won't accept that. The shard. Let me see it. If it is what they say it is, maybe we can use it to access the missiles. Alter their guidance so they tear themselves apart without detonating the warheads. What is it, Superman? The crystal's resisting me somehow. There's feedback in the signal. No. Come on, damn it! And sure enough, it worked. You just saved the world. You did too. Superman, well done. Now I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to hand over that crystal. General Lane and the machine need it for study. You want Earthstone? Go scrape it and scrape the rest of it off the ocean floor. You're not taking this shard. And you can tell my father and the machine that if they want something to study, try the piece I'm going to write about you. And about you, the stooge. Well then, here we are for what it's worth. I'm sorry. I told you it would come to this. Rah! You could have avoided this. I tried, Superman. We could have been allies, but you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't learn. Oh, I've learned. Synthetic mineral based on your power signature. I had it made special just in case this day came. It affects you the same way kryptonite does me. I received the data confirming its structure while you were lecturing me in the fortress. It's good to have paranoid friends. So how about you listen and learn, Wraith? Learn what it feels to be on the losing side of history. I'll kill you. Wraith, disengage and return to base. No, General Lane. Do you hear me? Your orders are to disengage. This isn't over. I'll make you suffer. You won't be able to hide from me. Not and nowhere on this world or any world. And you are just not cute, little guy. No, you're not. Funny, Superman. I always pegged you as more of a dog person. But this is something. They're all from dying planets. Strays, I guess you could call them. How you feeling? Fine, save for some bumps and bruises. So this is your home. I've seen sitcom pics, but somehow I pictured it more comfy. I don't know. Your zoo is pretty cozy, but maybe less office-like. I guess I'd hoped it was more of an escape for you. But I suppose Superman doesn't get a vacation house. Why did you bring me here, though? To keep you safe. I can't assume everyone in Ascension was on that stuff. I figured you could stay here until we make sure. I'm honored. Honored? Intrigued. Still, you seem pretty concerned for someone who just saved the entire world, and I suppose put an end to nuclear proliferation, too. When I held the shard, I sensed something else manipulating its energy. You said, so you felt something bad in it? Something evil? I don't know. Just a presence waiting, wanting something. I'm having a close look at the crystal structure, and it's strange. Wait a second. What is it? This can't be right. The signal, the crystal sends out. It's rewriting itself as I watch, as if someone knows that I'm. You hear that, Superman? That's the sound of the United States of America declaring war on you. Photon emitters online. Black hole bullets armed, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, blow the igloo to dust. If you're here to intimidate me, you're wasting your time. Grace, no, Batman. I'm just here to kill you. How does he look under Dustin McGuinn's artwork?
Not as detailed.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, you have these.
We're almost done. We got 3 more issues.
Nice. Yeah, you have like the little spotlight sections on him, but it's just
Yep.
not clean or detailed.
Yeah.
What's it doing? What's it counting down to? Tell me! Ding dong! Who is it, you ask from deep inside your little snow fort? Well, it's easy, Superman. It's us, the dogs of war, the screaming eagles of doom. Our countdown has already begun. You have 1 minute and 48 seconds to surrender the Earthstone, along with anything else of interest to the government, stargazers, or we're coming in. Don't make us knock now. Superman, I know my father. He'll destroy this whole place. You need to? No, Lois. I won't give him what he wants. You're just going to let him take you down? You can't win. Maybe not, but I have to try. Dying here in your home is all that's left for you. I will kill you and bury you under this place for embarrassing me in front of the general. Your little ring won't help you anymore when I'm in this armor. So he has an armor on. That's what that is.
Oh, okay. That's why it looks different.
Yep. The machine has scrambled my power signature. Superman doesn't even know I'm here. Good. That he can't come rescue you. Ha! You have a stealth suit of your own. You are a character, Batman, but you can't hide forever. You'll die out there. The moment you step foot out there, they'll shoot you down. These weapons are designed to kill you, and you alone. You won't make it a foot from the damn door. Maybe so. But whether I like it or not, I have to admit it or not, I knew what could happen if I refused to cooperate. I should have been more careful, especially with you. I shouldn't have brought you here. 60 seconds. Sergeant Ramond, put on some of that death metal you like. Yes, sir. Why did you bring me here? I mean, I told myself it was to keep you safe, but maybe it was because I know there's something true in that what Wraith said and what he said, and he's been saying all along. That I choose the choices I make when I fight, how I live, my life inside and outside this. Those choices mean that Superman, as I've created him, he can't last forever. In these past days, seeing the scope of the machine, the fences built against me around the world, I understand that maybe this end, maybe it was always coming. But even so, I want someone to know. I want you to know, Lois, that I've always done what I thought was right. And even if hey, you can make the choices you make because you believe in them. They may not make sense. They may end you early, but they're yours. Hell, I can relate. But believe me when I tell you, you're not going anywhere just yet. And I'm not going anywhere. As Clark Kent would say, I'd lose half my bylines. 40 seconds, arm everything. Everything. You know I'm going to take you out of here, whether you like it or not. I'm getting you back to your father before it starts. It's already started. You put me out there, I'll come back. I'm frustrating that way. The Earthstone was given to me. It's my job to protect it. Look, Lois, I want you to know something. Boom. No! What happened? The countdown wasn't even... How the hell is the countdown? We both know you're setting up your little snowballs for a fight in there, so let's just ring the bell and do it. Turn up the volume, Ramon. Let's do this to a drum beat. Like hell, I have to get you out of here. Like hell you do. I mean it. So do I. It's too late for that. All right then. Take my hand. Come out, little bat. I'll find you soon enough. Remember, I've been here longer than Superman. I can look between frequencies he doesn't even know they exist. When I find you, that way go. Want to send your little plane at me? No, the big one, actually. Boom! Ah! Keep throwing toys at me. You'll run out eventually. Yeah, well, they're insured. We've just been playing with you so far, pal. Now give us what we want, or I'll bury you under a ton of burning ice, and I can make ice burn. It's damn beautiful, you hear me? Down here. You'll be safe here. I've constructed this chamber out of me. You're staying here too. You can't just... I'm sorry. All right, men, and swing the big ball. No, don't do this. Superman! Bring it down. Fire it well. I want it wrecked. Ruined. Make it look like war. Come on. Okay, gentlemen, you want to fight, Lane? All right. Like you said, consider the bell rung. Ding, ding. He has to pick now to make him make me like him. Right. Look at that armor! Look at that!
She just said,
that is beautiful!
Like the Dragon
like
Sword armor
Ranger,
of
right?
the Superman world.
That is awesome armor!
It almost looks like the Black Knight armor.
Wraith is like a rock'em sock'em robot.
I'm done looking for you. How about I just cook the air? Ugh. Now, let's see you fly, little bat. You think you're a soldier, a warrior? You don't know the first thing about what that means. You want to know what I think you are? How I see you? Sure. Petty for your thoughts? Boom! You think that'll hold us off? What is that, anyway? Some costume you stole from the little green men you passed time with? Something like that. You know, when we last met, you related a fable to me, Lane. Remember? About two roosters who fight it out nearly to the death, only to have a wolf come along and eat them both. It was a fox. Like you said, it was about the strength of armies, of organization like your so-called machines. But you're wrong, Lane. It's about humility, about helping each other see the bigger dangers we face. Look, Wendy's there, and then, swinging the Robo-Dino before it's too late. Respectfully, I disagree, alien. And hell, did they even have cocks where you come from? Wolves? No matter. It appears my version of the fable is about to become writ. It's history. Now, despite myself, I actually don't want to kill you, Superman. But so help me God, if you do not surrender immediately, please. No. Fine then. Say hi to everyone in Krypton for us. Put him down, man. Once and for all. Oh, what in... Lois, what the frick are you doing here? Stop this. Lois, you don't hide. I don't hide. But the crystal, you're right. There's a voice. I can hear someone else in it. Something terrible. I know you have to detach from it now. I'm going to have a chat with your father. Where is he? How the hell did you drag my dog? Where is Wraith? And you stand for nothing. You mean nothing. You're a symbol of, what is it? Funny enough, a symbol. It stands for you're about to have your ass kicked. Boom! All right, Lex, let's step outside, shall we?
That artwork looks so good. Like when he's just got like the dark upper with the red eyes.
Yep.
It's like perfect to me. Like
I
right
love
there,
that.
he looks so evil, but it's Superman.
Yeah.
It's like he's not, but he just
Yep.
looks so evil right
Like a
there.
He
device.
does.
Right.
Look at him getting up, Clark. You fought him from Gotham to here. Hit him with. He's in the Gobi Desert now. Hit him with here. Hit him with everything you've got, and still he's stronger than you. He's faster than you. There's no one Earth or beyond you can run from him. So how do you do it? How are you going to beat him? The simple answer is you have no damn idea. How would Diana do it, Clark? She fights through Unleash the Warrior. That looks heavy, Superman. Let me take it off your hands. What the ship? He's making it unstable. It's simple, Superman. Our bodies, yours and mine, they're solar charged. But the key is learning to use that charge to absorb and control the electromagnetic energy all around us. Nice trick. I'll have to try it sometime. It takes years to master. Grabbed his cape. It really is a shame, Superman. We could have been friends. The things could have, and I could have. Boom, 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 boom.
Right. Just windmilled him, ragdolled him.
Yeah, well, that was loud. Still, I thought I heard something beneath that noise, Superman. A faint crack, or rather, two faint cracks. Your ribs, am I right? That must hurt. You can and have a minute if you need. How? And Bruce, he'd fight dirty. Find the low blow. Just so hard to breathe. Wait, breathe. Yes. Maybe stronger, faster. You have more powers, but deep down, he's like you. He needs oxygen to breathe. So don't let him. How? Black him out. Hit him hard. Hit him fast. And don't let up, damn it. Nail his trachea. Make it impossible for him to hold his breath. Now the diaphragm. Elbows against it, Clark. Keep pushing. Push until he breaks. Keep going. You have him, Clark. He's fading. He's... Ah! Ow. Energy signature. He's manipulating it. Simulating the radioactivity of kryptonite. Nice trick. I'll have to try it sometime. Like now. 3 ribs. Can't breathe. No. How, Clark? Don't let it end like this. He's too strong. Can't get up. So dig deeper. Lois to tell you to dig down and... That's it! Forgive me, Lois. I had to bury the late again. Superman, don't run from me. It's time to... And then 420 miles beneath the surface, between the upper and lower mantle. Who's running, Wraith? I have to say, though, you look a little peaked. What have you done to me? Not me, your home planet. It's like you said, most of our powers, they come from channeling electromagnetic energy. But see, this deep, the magnetic forces from the Earth's iron core is so strong, it can't help but interfere with all those fancy powers of yours. Down here, neither of us has anything but our strengths, our speed, and our wits. Or put more simply, welcome to a fair fight!
Eliminate all the bonuses from both of them.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Funny thing about fighting with an army at your back, Wraith, someone's always there to bail you out, aren't they? You make enemies, then they have you covered, and you're invisible on top of it. Well, hell, the bad guys won't know what hit them. And like you said, I'm out there in public, visible, making enemies right and left. Everyone wanting to take me down. No army behind me. Stupid, right? But the one good thing about it, you actually have to learn how to fight. Huh. Now tell me, what's buried in that signal? The Earthstone. Who's behind it? Talk. I don't know what you're talking about. The sick, though, that I thought we could have been friends, allies, when all you are is... My allies, Wraith, my friends, they're people I actually admire because they're brave. They do what they think is right, even when no one agrees with them, even when I don't agree with them. And they own their decisions. They live their lives in the light. They're heroes, Wraith. Your actions are Lane's actions, thoughtless on your part and judged by no one. So stay down here. Be what you've always been, a ghost buried in history.
Got him. Got him with that one.
Yep. Where is he? Where's Wraith? If you... Enough. What do you think and thinks in there? Inside the crystal signal, I mean. I don't know. But you felt the same as me. Is it working? Almost. The damage is slowing it, but maybe I can see it. There's a consciousness embedded in it. Someone else is transmitting through it, or waiting to transmit. I can see it too. It's coming from the center of the solar system. By the sun? But that doesn't make sense. Not unless... Ah! Everything's dead. What the hell did you do? Wasn't us. It was the crystal. It's resisting us. There's something in it, Lane. You have to listen to me. Help me. What in? Jim! Superman, thank God. So cold. I've been out here for. It's going to be okay, Jim. You're safe now. Jimmy, who did this to you? It was him. It was Luthor. Luthor, this is no time for games. Right now, at this moment, the world is in great danger. Oh, I know it's in danger, Superman. But see,
Always.
yep, maybe if you paid a little more attention to detail in our last encounter, the world wouldn't be in this predicament. What predicament? What the hell is that maniac talking about? He's talking about an invasion. What? That's right. Show them, pal. I used the unfinished solar telescope at Haleka Crater to construct these images. They're rough down to 0.03 arc second. But given the conditions, what are those dots? They're ships, Miss Lane. Right, Superman? See, likely 500 of them. Maybe more. They're docked in a sort of a loose Dyson net, grouped together to absorb more energy between them. What are they up to, Luthor? What are they up to, Luthor? Waiting to attack, General. Can't you tell? Your friend Wraith, he came with an equation, didn't he? One that unlocked all sorts of technological secrets. Secrets we've used to power the world. That's precisely what they hoped would happen. And now they're ready to swoop in and reap what they've sown. Wraith wouldn't do that. He's no traitor. No, General, he's something else. You know, Superman, I love this book. Greatest poem of war. I had it with me last we met, remember? The Great Deception in it too. The Trojan Horse. Death hid inside a gift. You seem pretty damn relaxed for someone who knows the world's about to end. Of course I am, because I know that you'll save the day. Just like always. But the thing is, Race isn't the Trojan horse in the story. You are. Me? That's right. Fold was in fold. What's that? Ah! The material inside the syringe is solar fuel, a synad, made from a solar-driven redox cycle, gleaned from my miniature solar tower, the one I constructed so briefly in prison. I told you I was saving the city, remember? And I was. The world, too. The fuel will charge your cells when you inject it, making you capable of doing what Wraith achieved so long ago at Nagasaki. So that's how you beat them. You beat them, Luthor? You just build a bigger bomb? That's right, Superman. And this fuel will make you the biggest bomb of all. At the cost of your own life, of course. Now, bombs away!
Oh, that's a good one, though.
Yep, last issue.
He's like, yep, use yourself as a bomb if you really want this.
Oh, look at that cover!
Wow.
That's sick. Oh,
See,
wow.
But when you think about it, though, that means that Ascension kind of was right, but was wrong. They understood a bit of it, but not everything, and unfortunately went crazy with it.
Right. To me, it's like, Steph was kind of asking me about it, and I'm just like, it's basically, think about like Terminator, where it's like Ascension is Skynet, and then you
something like that.
They're trying to stop Skynet, but then like the newer Kyle Reese is like,
no, I wouldn't go like that. It's more like this. It's more like this. It's more like obviously Rudolph only knew so much from his grandfather, because it was senility and everything. He only knew so much. But clearly his grandfather realized about the message. So he made sure the message never got sent out. But then he learned it the wrong way. He knew a lot of technology was gleaned from those equations that were within Wraith. But in his eyes, he thought it was always evil. Like everything from it was evil. Not just, if the message went out there was evil. So he only got part of the picture. He was somewhat accurate, but somewhat inaccurate.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's more what it is.
Just to compare it, that's all.
Right. No more hiding from it, Kent. The truth is here. You're not one of us. You never were. Stop. Please, Mr. Calder. He's just a boy. Our little boy. Your boy? He isn't a boy. I have pictures of him hanging there in the sky above my land. I'm going to tell them. Tell them all, too. Everyone. No, you can't. You think you're his mother, don't you? You'll likely kill him before you let me turn and kill me before you let me turn him over. Mr. Calder, Jed, I'll kill you before you let me stop. No! Clark, are you all right? I'm okay, but Mr. Calder, and just like that, you've become a weapon. You need to accept it and accept it fast, because right now there's an armada up there, parked just beyond the sun, nearly ready to attack. But if you can make it up there, Superman, and inject yourself with the solar fuel on that needle, you'll explode with the equivalent of a force of nearly 200 megatons, and that's around 6,000 times the power of Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. It should be enough for it to take out the whole fleet. A blast so powerful, it'll be visible from a few select points here on Earth. One of those points actually being right here. Superman, he could be lying. I know we felt something in the signal when we were using the Earthstone, but maybe Luthor. Diana, what is it? What's going on? Superman, it's Batman's server. They're picking up something in the current running through the cave. An energy pattern. Not just beneath the cave. I've set hounds after it, and it's detectable in the HLS servers at military installation. It's spreading like wildfire to businesses, civilian hubs, everywhere, faster than anything. Is it Wraith? Does he have something linked to the Earthstone? No, his people do. His people? They're ready in an attack. Everyone on Earth at the Earthstone and using the Earthstone to neutralize our defenses and everything else. So what do we do, Superman? I can tell you have a plan by your tone. Whatever it is, we're helping. I'll send a call out now. If they're solar powered and charging up and by the sun, hell can help. John can no, there's no time. I'm the only one fast enough, and things are going to get bad here soon enough. They're going to be needed on Earth to keep things from falling apart. Hello, Batman? It started. I need to go. Wait, just wait a minute, will you? I'm okay with it. It's the right thing. How? How do you know it's the right thing? Damn it! Because it's what you would do too. Superman, I want to say thank you. It's hopeless. It's hopeless, Clark. I killed him. Clark, he was going to hurt you, and he was going to tell people about me, and I killed him. You didn't kill him, Clark. His heart, it just gave out. He was a troubled man. He would have. I don't care. This can't be happening. Tell me, Ron. Look at the resources and move. That's a war machine. But attacking the March of the Solitude. Last thing I heard from Lois was that Superman had taken down Ascension and was being attacked by some government cape. That was 10 hours ago. The Superman KO'd said cape then. What the hell is happening to the damn screen? And something's going down. Look outside. And it's like everything is in some kind of timeout. It's still on, but it's like it's waiting to be activated again. The phones are zombies too. Computers. How high do you think it reaps? High. Oh! And so it begins. Yikes!
Okay then.
It's the quiet takeover, almost gentle, the way they're putting everything away. They all landed in the ocean, in the water.
All right, that's insane.
It is.
There's all these planes, all these ships.
Yep, once and for all, like a parent at bedtime, your people ask the stars for help, General Lane. Well, here it is. And what does bedtime mean for us? A period of peace, of submission, as they repurpose. What I believe is that in Wraith and his secrets and the Earthstone, they sent us seeds. And now that we've planted a garden for them, they'll take it from us. I'm certain they've done it to many planets across the universe. Wraith probably never even knew his role. It's the light that gives those doomed worlds away, a particular shade that bends just so. You simply have to be smart enough to look for it. Any more questions? I've shared this transmission, but they'll crack it soon enough. So after the peace and quiet part? Oh, yes, of course. Complete and total. But he'll stop it by dying because you want him to. You know he meant something to people, you bastard. And he stood for something. You never understood him. Not even a little. Ha! You think I don't understand him? Me? I know him better than any of you, Miss Lane. The whole blueprint of Superman is visible to me. The map of him. You look at him and you see a light leading the way. But instead, he is a light lost in the darkness. That researcher people stole from me not long ago, Lane, it contained malware, like the kind I used to crash the Lighthouse space station. He did do it, in other words. But as you know, what most of it centered on was technology that would allow for the excavation of a hidden history. A history of light, designed for an infrared telescope so powerful it could measure solar energy given off months, even years ago, allowing for a history of solar events. A machine that would have helped map important points in Superman's path, points at which he'd expend massive amount of energy. I built a prototype, but I didn't find what I expected. For one, I found Wraith. or at least the hints of him, enough for a mind like mine to put the pieces together. But what I found regarding Superman was even more surprising. What I expected to see, looking backwards through time at his efforts, was, as you said, Miss Lane, someone who stood for something. I saw the profile would emerge, the profile of someone sure of himself, someone sure he knew what was best for all of us. But I saw that Superman, whoever he is trial and error. He takes down a dictator, a worse one's installed. He doesn't do it again. He avoids a situation and it worsens. Next time he involves himself. The point I'm making is that Superman doesn't stand for anything. He's just a man stumbling through life. He's not a great beacon. He's barely a candle, lighting a path for himself. The best he can do, and as we all know eventually, candles go out. Whoa!
Damn.
Oh, and they're using red solar energy?
Damn, though. It's like just turned him into a straight up bomb.
Oh, wow.
But Ray shows up.
Nice. He's gonna absorb some of that.
Yep, it's time to let go, Clark. No, come on, you stubborn old man, and you stubborn old. Come on, you saved my life. Just take it easy. I was going to kill you, but Race does it on himself.
Nice. There we go.
I'm Superman's sworn enemy. I disagree with his value. It was how he lives his life. I reject him. Even now, at the end, I'm glad he's gone. But I will say this by way of a goodbye. Years ago, back when the world was on the brink of war, we sent a message into space. An equation that was more emotional than mathematical. An equation that added up to more than the sum of its parts. Nonsensical, but aspirational. An equation that's called out and said, help us be better. We should never have turned to the stars for guidance. If there's an answer, it's here on Earth with us. For years, I thought Superman was trying to be the answer to that infernal question, and I hated him for it. But I see now what his actions say. There is no answer. Figure it out for yourself. How to be better, as he's trying to do. And perhaps now at the end, I can admit that in being the farthest thing from an answer to that question, to that equation, he might have been the closest it will come to one.
Wow.
I know. And look, just like the kid from beginning.
I know, right?
It's a miracle. Truly.
Yeah.
Seeing the pictures of things that I would have thought you'd have lost, you lose your hand, right? But no, Chief. Argus cut the thing off, and the only sign is topical. See? See what? His freckles are gone. You call yourself a reporter? I call myself Chief Lane. Isn't there a bagel you're supposed to be stuffing in your face somewhere? Bagel palace. I see the near end of the world is making someone in this office generous. Actually, it's not someone in the office exactly. I'll put something up soon. I'm almost done with the human interest thing. Survivor of the Flight 493. Great. And after all, I already covered Alien Armada destroyed. Superman recaptures Luthor. But sure, go with that. You have till I finish this massive mutant bagel to put something up. It's corn, actually. I'm eating it despite you for not having anything up. I'm all right. I'm all right on the corn side of things. So swinging by, bringing food. You trying to get your old job back? I wouldn't go that far, but it felt good to be there. Yes, I guess I'll play it by ear. Corn humor. You're slipping in more ways than one. Well, much as I hate to admit it, you're missed. But don't rush back either. I don't know, and no, I admire what you're doing, Clark. Taking a risk, following your instincts, just taking a leap. It's a good thing, Clark. Clark, you there? And he's jumping into the hay by fence. So, how was that?
Dude, like, I can't get over the art.
I know, it's Jim Lee, so phenomenal. But I gotta say, that ending was rushed.
That really was. It's like they just wanted to throw something in there, and
then Lex is captured off screen and all that. After going through all of that, it's just Wraith shows up out of nowhere, and then he sacrifices himself, and no reaction for him at all about what his people were doing. None of that.
It stops tackling any of the other issues that were there.
It's like this needed 3 more issues. This needed 3 more issues.
Yeah, but they were more focused on, keeping that callback joke about the freaking bagels. That was more important than actually
and jumping in properly.
It was I think it was like a slow, like you were saying, like it's rushed at the end, but it was such a slow burn that it was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it was just very, in my
It's just
opinion,
done.
like wordy and expositional. So like just I guess the pacing, that's the word I was looking for. The
Yes.
pacing was off to me.
Now, I will say, though, at least everything did amount to everything. Everything was connected, and it makes sense at least.
Right. But it was still very hard to follow. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't really know anything about any of this, then it's very hard to follow. But,
Yep.
they did a really good job. They did try to tie everything back together, and having Lex at the end just kind of show you exactly who he thinks Superman is compared to who Superman actually
And
is.
he's not far, and I would say he's not far off. Superman, especially New 52, Superman was bumbling around.
Right, but they continually call him like a coward and things like that. But it's like he's making the harder choice to put himself in the way, whether he's in the light or not, or whether he's got people always watching him or not. He's still making the choice to put himself between humanity and danger.
Exactly. And like I say, Wraith was the best part of this.
He was, though. Like, besides the really dark cover arts for Superman, like, the parts with Wraith really were. Because he's the only person actually, like, talking openly and direct to him.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm going to kill you. Like, when this is done, I will kill you,
The order will eventually come where I will have to kill you.
Right. It's like he's very direct.
And the idea of a Superman, of what Superman could have been if the military had found him.
Right, and that's kind of what I liked about it. It's like almost a what if story within this story. It's like if Superman had 70 years of training by the military, that's what he would be. Basically, DC's Thanos.
And I'll say that though, but it's ironic because it was Scott Snyder who at least co-wrote the Project Superman stuff back in Flashpoint, which was also a case of Superman being found by the military, but in that case he destroyed Metropolis when he landed, so it played out differently.
Very different. He was ready to go when he landed in Metropolis.
Well, no. It crashed and destroyed Metropolis, and then once he was found, he was kept under lock and key, not being used as a weapon. This is different, where this would have been much like Wraith if he landed in front of a military base, what he would have become.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when he crashed in Metropolis, he was ready to go. That's why they put us under lock and key.
Yep. But again, overall, this was not the greatest Superman story. If this is the story Snyder wanted to tell, I'm a little disappointed. A little. I see what he wanted to tell, but then it just got a little, like he needed more, like I said, he needed more issues.
Right. I just think it was very convoluted. I think there was a lot of things in there that didn't need to be there, that were stretched out longer than it could have.
Like Ascension. Ascension didn't really amount to much.
No, it basically amounted to Luthor saying at the end, like, it was me, come find me. And
but that was for that part. It was more like they needed something for Wraith and Superman to fight. And because they weren't even the ones who activated the Earth Stone. That's the other thing. Now, granted, it did have it. Now, I think the other reason why it was there was to have us look at the Earth Stone and Wraith's actions differently than Lane.
Yeah, I can see that too. Because, like, I don't know. I guess Wraith kind of agrees more on Superman's level, but he's just following orders.
Exactly. Yeah, and again, that's exactly the issue, unfortunately. He's a lapdog.
Right.
Wraith could have been so much more if he wasn't the lapdog.
Exactly. He could have been a even better character if he wasn't just on that leash.
Exactly. But again, overall, though, I would give this, if I had to rank this 1 to 10, it'd be a 7.
I was just going to say it'd be like a 7.5, maybe a 7.
Yeah, and the artwork gets it up there a lot, and Wraith does too, but for the majority, and Lex was interesting. I did love the arrogance of Lex. This whole like, oh yes, I'm so smart.
I figured it out, and now you're screwed.
Yep, but and even the fact that like Superman's going to die because I know what because you're going to do that whole bit felt a little like. No, Lex, it's still on you. Jimmy's just the delivery boy of your thing. He didn't kill him.
Exactly.
I have to wonder if Snyder had something else in mind and then decided to drop it.
Right. And I think he was almost at the end and realized, oh wait, Jimmy Olsen is just sitting over here. Let's have him get screwed by Lex.
Yep, and it feels like this whole scene was racist. People felt like it was both building up for it, and yet felt like it came right out of nowhere.
Exactly. It definitely felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but again, not bad story overall, but the greatest Superman story of all time, not even close.
No.
No, I'd call it basic in my opinion.
I've read basic Superman stories. This one I would say is above average.
Well, I think it's my opinion, and I
Right.
try not
I'm
to
saying,
say anything about it because I'm not a huge Superman fan. But I
Right.
think it's like he was like a fanboy writing his Superman story, and then, like you said, was rushed or things didn't come out the way they should have, I guess. And it wasn't that it was a bad story; it was that
right.
you could have had more time on it or something else, like behind the scene, like that.
Who knows what? Who knows what? Who
Right.
knows what?
It just could. It had the potential.
Maybe he
Exactly.
was supposed to have more issues and
Who knows?
it was cut back.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't remember what they said it was. The length was supposed to be originally, but yeah. But this was also by the time this was going on, you had not Blackest, Forever Evil going on, and then you had everything he was still on Batman as well, and clearly I think he was getting the ball rolling for his stuff like the Justice League and everything eventually.
Right. See, what I really actually liked, and I know it's going to sound kind of weird too, but so the scenes where like Batman had that suit and it was basically like he would just be in the shadow and you would just see like the white lens and like the symbol, or even when like Clark was wearing the glasses, it would be the same type of thing.
Oh, I love when they do that.
Just see the lens. It reminds me so much of Sin City.
Oh yes, I think that might have been intentional.
You're right though. Wasn't it Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah. When they do like lens things and tricks and like foreshadowing through smaller objects in the panels and stuff.
Right, because it's like pure darkness, and then you just see these white lenses in the back. It's like not the eyes; it's actual like sunglass lenses or glass lenses. It's just a perfect optic.
Yep. Now, overall, what did you think about? We know about what you thought about Jim Lee's artwork, but Dustin Nguyen's artwork. What did you think about his artwork overall?
So, where was his?
His was the backup. He was the other artist that you would see.
Oh, okay.
I could tell.
Exactly, you could tell the difference. Where it's
not great.
Yeah, you don't.
That's what they used it for the epilogues and the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, and it's like there's not as much detail, and it's almost like he's trying to make it like this wasteland already. You know, and it's like everything's read out. It's like the desert, basically. That's the only images I conjure when.
Yeah, I think it was a. What were you gonna say, Steph?
I was gonna say, like the faint, like the artwork, especially in the flashbacks, I didn't like because it was like almost nightmare-y.
Right.
I know it's supposed to be that way, but it still was like, who is the guy that does the Scream, that famous picture? Like it was that, like
I know what you mean. I know.
Jarring almost. Yeah.
I think that's the problem. He wasn't a good fit alongside Jim Lee. His artwork is great on its own. It is phenomenal on its own.
Yeah.
But alongside Jim Lee, it wasn't a good fit.
It just doesn't stand up. Like you see the detail and the contrast.
And his is so simplistic.
Over to this simplistic thing where it almost looked, like she said earlier, it looked like he was a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that armor change was very jarring and very different just from one issue to the next, you know?
Especially when there was a delayed releases.
Yeah, right?
That didn't help.
Yeah, it sucks.
That would annoy people.
Right. And delayed release it, and then that's what you get for the product.
But then again, as Jeff Loeb would say, when it's all completed, most people forget about the delays, which he's
Right.
not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. Everybody has their memories, and it's like, yeah, it might be delayed, but
Yeah, like
still
Watchmen.
got to
Watchmen and
enjoy
Dark
it.
Knight. The Watchmen and Dark Knight were delayed to hell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But no one knows about that now.
Right. Nobody even cares about those things. You know?
Yep. Well, that's all we've got for Superman Unchained. Thank you both for joining me. And like I said, I wanted to cover this, and I'm glad I finally did. Thank you.
Definitely.
And wait, I just realized Jim Lee's name is here twice. What the heck?
What's up?
Look. Oh, no, you can't see it. You can't see it. Hold on.
Wow.
It's off to the side.
See?
Oh, okay.
What the heck? That is weird. Why did he sign his name twice?
Oh, what the heck? That is weird.
But yeah, anyway, thank you all, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Yeah.